My beloved child, listen closely, for these words are not far from you. They are not spoken from a distant place, nor are they given to a heart I do not know. These words come from me, your Father, the one who shaped you in the quiet of your mother's womb, the one who counted every breath you have taken since the day you first opened your eyes. I speak not as a stranger, but as the one who has walked with you through every season of your life, through the laughter of your youth, through the trials of your middle years, and even now, as you carry the wisdom of age upon your shoulders. I have never left you, though at times you may have felt alone, and today I come to whisper to your heart, I am writing a new story for you. Yes, my child, your life is not finished. The pages are not closed, and the ink has not run dry. You may think that the best moments are behind you, that the days of joy and new beginnings are only memories. But I tell you, the author of your life does not stop writing because the years have passed. I am still holding the pen. I am still shaping your story with a love deeper than you can measure. The chapters ahead may not look like the ones you have lived, but they carry my purpose, and in them you will find peace, healing, and renewal. Do not believe the voice that says, it is too late. Do not listen to the shadow that whispers, your time is over. For I am the God of new beginnings, and I delight in lifting up those who feel weary, those who think they have no strength left to walk. I am the one who said, Behold, I make all things new. I have not changed. My promises have not faded with time. My power has not grown weak. My love for you is not diminished. Even now, my hand is stretched toward you, and in that hand I hold the fresh page on which I will write the next part of your journey. Look back for a moment, my beloved, and see how far we have walked together. Think of the tears you thought would never stop falling, yet here you are, still standing, still breathing, still hoping in some corner of your heart. Was it not I who carried you through those nights? Was it not my strength that upheld you when you felt your own strength fade? And if I have been faithful in the past, will I not be faithful again today? Do you not see that every breath you take is proof that I have more to give you, more to teach you, more to show you of my goodness? I know the burdens you carry. I know the pain that lingers in your bones, the regrets that visit your mind in the quiet hours of the night, the fears that creep in when you wonder what tomorrow will bring. But I say to you now, you are not defined by your pain, you are not chained to your past, and you are not abandoned to face tomorrow alone. You belong to me, and because you belong to me, your story is still alive with hope. When I look at you, I do not see failure. I do not see wasted years. I do not see a soul forgotten or overlooked. I see my beloved child, precious and irreplaceable. I see someone who has fallen but has risen again, someone who has been bruised by life but not destroyed, someone whose heart still beats with the rhythm of eternity. I see the one for whom my son gave his life, the one worth every drop of his blood, the one whom I will never forsake. Do not say, Lord, I am too old. Do not say, my time is gone. For I remind you, Abraham was old when I gave him a son. Moses was old when I called him to lead my people. Anna was old when she stood in the temple, waiting to see my salvation. I do not measure the value of a life by the number of years lived, but by the faith that fills the heart. And I tell you this, even now you have a role in my plan. Even now your prayers carry power. Even now your presence brings light into this world. The story I am writing for you is not only about what you will do, but about who you will become. I am shaping you still, refining your heart, deepening your trust, teaching you to rest in my embrace. Your journey is not about reaching some earthly finish line, but about growing closer to me, learning to see with eternal eyes, learning to love with my love. So today I ask you, my child, will you let go of yesterday's weight? Will you release the lies that say you are forgotten, that you have no more to give? Will you trust that the pen of heaven has not stopped moving in your life? For I tell you, I am not finished. I am writing a new story for you, one filled with peace that passes understanding, joy that shines in the darkness, and hope that cannot be taken away. I am here, I am speaking, I am calling you to trust. Lean into my words as a weary traveler leans on a staff. Rest in my promise as a child rests in the arms of a parent. You are not alone, I am with you, and this new story I write will reveal more of my love, more of my faithfulness, more of my glory through you. So listen carefully, beloved, and let these words sink into the deepest places of your soul. Do not harden your heart, but open it wide. For this message is for you, not for another, not for the one sitting beside you, but for you. I am speaking into the very core of your being, whispering life, whispering healing, whispering promise. You are my child. You are my delight. And I, your God, am writing a new story for you. My child, now that your heart is open to my words, let us go deeper together. Let us walk quietly through the garden of your memories, through the places where joy once blossomed and where sorrow left its mark. You have lived many years, and within those years are treasures and trials, laughter and tears. Do not think that I have overlooked even one moment of your story. Each joy was a gift I placed in your hands, and each sorrow was a weight I carried with you, even when you could not see my presence. Nothing in your life has been wasted. Not one season has been meaningless. Every chapter, even the painful ones, has been part of the tapestry I am weaving, and one day you will see the pattern that now remains hidden from your eyes. You may wonder why certain prayers seemed unanswered, why some doors were shut while others opened, why people you loved were taken from you before you were ready to say goodbye. These questions are heavy, and they have rested long upon your heart. But I tell you this, my beloved, I have heard every prayer, I have collected every tear, I have held close to me every sigh of longing that escaped your lips. What you call silence was never my absence. What you call delay was often my mercy. For I see the whole picture, while you see only the part in front of you. I know where every path leads, and I guide you away from roads that would harm you, even if at the time you did not understand. Think of the times when life's storms raged around you, when you thought you could not endure another day. Did you not find within yourself a strength you did not know you had? That strength was not your own. It was mine, flowing through you. Think of the times when you stumbled, when guilt and regret weighed upon you, and you felt unworthy to lift your eyes toward heaven. Did you not find forgiveness, a gentle whisper that said, "You are still mine"? That was my mercy, washing you clean, lifting you up, setting your feet again on solid ground. Think of the times when loneliness seemed to consume you, when no friend or family member was near to comfort you. Did you not still feel a flicker of hope, an unexplainable peace that kept you moving forward? That was my presence, walking beside you, carrying you when you were too weak to carry yourself. You see, my child, your story is not just a record of what you have done, but of what I have done in you and through you. Every trial was an opportunity for my grace to shine. Every loss was a doorway for my comfort to enter. Every unanswered question was an invitation to trust me more deeply. And though you may not fully understand now, one day you will see clearly. You will look back and say, "Yes, Lord, you were faithful. Yes, Lord, you never abandoned me. Yes, Lord, even in the darkest valley, you were the light that guided me through." Do not despise your weaknesses, for they are the very places where my strength has been most visible. The cracks in your heart are not flaws to be hidden, but openings through which my love has poured. You have carried burdens, but you have also carried wisdom. You have borne scars, but those scars tell a story of survival, of redemption, of a God who never let go. I want you to see your life as I see it, not as a series of mistakes and missed chances, but as a testimony of grace. Yes, there were wrong turns, but I turned them into lessons. Yes, there were broken moments, but I used them to make you compassionate. Yes, there were losses, but I used them to remind you that this world is not your final home. Your life is not a failure. Your life is a song with notes of joy and sorrow, of triumph and struggle, all blending together into a melody that is beautiful to me. And do not think that your story is only about the past. Many of my children spend too much time looking behind them, regretting what cannot be changed, or longing for days that will not return. But I say to you, lift your eyes forward. The story I am writing for you is not trapped in yesterday's chapters. There is still more ahead. The pages of tomorrow are not blank because of your mistakes. They are blank because I have yet to write them. And what I write will be good, for I am good. Consider how a seed works. When it is planted in the soil, it seems lost, buried, forgotten. Yet within that darkness, new life begins to stir. The seed must break open for the plant to grow. My child, so it has been with you. Some seasons of your life have felt like burial, like endings, like loss. But in truth, they were seasons of planting. What you thought was an ending was often the beginning of something new. What you thought was death was often the stirring of new life. Just as a seed must crack open before it grows, so too have the cracks in your heart made room for my Spirit to grow something deeper in you. And as you reflect on your journey, remember this: you are never too old, too weary, or too broken to bear fruit. The tree does not stop giving shade because its branches are aged. The river does not stop flowing because it has traveled far. And you, my beloved, do not stop having purpose because your hair has turned gray or your steps have slowed. Even in these years, perhaps especially in these years, your life can shine brighter than ever before. For wisdom born of experience, faith refined by trials, and love deepened through suffering are treasures this world cannot replace. Do you not see, my child, that your very presence is a gift to those around you? Your words of encouragement carry weight, for they come from a heart that has endured. Your prayers are powerful, for they rise from lips that have spoken to me in both joy and sorrow. Your smile, even in pain, is a light to someone who feels lost in their own darkness. Never underestimate the impact of a life lived faithfully, even in small ways. For in my kingdom, nothing is small if it is done in love. And so, let us pause in this reflection and let gratitude rise within you. Think of the blessings that still surround you, blessings that often go unnoticed because the burdens feel heavy. Do you still wake each day with breath in your lungs? That is my gift. Do you have even one person who loves you, one friend who remembers you, one family member who cares? That is my gift. Do you still have the ability to pray, to whisper my name, to lift your heart to heaven? That is my gift. And though the body may grow weaker, the soul grows stronger as it leans on me. Yes, my child, life has not always been easy, but it has always been held in my hands. And the same hands that held you yesterday are holding you now and will hold you forever. Trust this truth. Your story is not defined by the years you have lived, but by the eternity that awaits you. You are part of something greater, something everlasting, something beyond what your eyes can see. And so, with all of this reflection, let your heart rest in the certainty that you are deeply known and deeply loved. You have never been a mistake. You have never been forgotten. Your life has always mattered, and it still matters now. And even as you reflect on the past, do not forget, I am writing a new story for you. So now, my beloved child, having reflected on where you have been and how my hand has carried you, I want to lift your heart higher. I want you to see not only the past with gratitude, but also the present with hope. For too many of my children live as though their best days are gone, as though joy belongs only to the younger or the stronger. But I tell you now, joy is for you today, peace is for you today, hope is for you today. You are not left behind, you are not forgotten on the path. I am with you even now, and my plans for you are still alive. Take courage, my child, and do not be afraid of what lies ahead. I know the whispers that trouble you, the fear of sickness, the fear of weakness, the fear of being alone, the fear of what comes after death. These fears press heavily, but I am greater than them all. Did I not say, "Fear not, for I am with you"? Did I not promise, "I will never leave you nor forsake you"? Every fear loses its power when you remember that the Almighty God walks beside you. You may feel small, but you are never alone. You may feel weak, but you are carried by my strength. You may feel uncertain, but you are held by my unshakable hand. I want you to lift your eyes, my child. Do not keep them fixed on what is passing away. Yes, your body grows weary, and the world around you changes quickly, sometimes in ways that grieve your heart. But my kingdom does not change. My love does not fade. My promises do not expire. Even as the outer shell grows frail, the soul within grows stronger as it leans on me. You are being renewed from the inside out, shaped for eternity, prepared for the home where sorrow and pain will be no more. Do not measure your worth by what you can do. Measure it by who you are to me. You are my beloved. You are chosen. You are cherished. And even if your steps are slow and your days feel quieter than they once were, your life carries a fragrance of holiness that rises to me like a sweet offering. Your prayer whispered in the night has more weight in heaven than the noise of 1,000 empty words. Your act of kindness, though small, is written in eternal ink. Your faith, even when it trembles, delights my heart. Take courage, my beloved, and let this truth settle deep. I am still writing your story, and no chapter is wasted. Every day you live has a purpose, whether you see it or not. Sometimes your purpose is found in a smile that lifts another's spirit. Sometimes it is in a prayer that changes a heart you will never meet. Sometimes it is in your quiet endurance, showing the world that even in weakness, faith stands strong. Do not think you must be perfect to please me. I know your flaws, and still I call you mine. I know your stumbles, and still I delight in you. What I desire most from you is not flawless performance, but a surrendered heart. Come to me as you are, with your worries, your weaknesses, your doubts, and your fears. Place them in my hands, and I will give you rest. Do not carry your burdens alone. You have carried enough through the years. Lay them at my feet, and let me be your strength. Let me be your healer, your comforter, your guide. You do not have to walk this path by your own power. Let me fill your days with peace that no storm can take away. Yes, my child, even in this season of your life, I have blessings prepared for you. I have people who will be touched by your words. I have moments of joy that will surprise you like sunshine breaking through clouds. I have comfort for your sorrows, and I have answers for prayers you have whispered for years. Do not close your heart to the possibility of joy. Joy does not belong only to yesterday. Joy belongs also to today, and I am the one who gives it freely. Remember, my beloved, that you are part of a family bigger than what your eyes can see. The prayers you pray ripple through generations. The faith you live out becomes a light for those who walk after you. Even if you feel hidden or forgotten by the world, you are seen by heaven. Every act of faith is written in the story of eternity. So be encouraged, my child. You are not at the end, you are at the threshold of something new. Even if the world says you are slowing down, I say you are moving closer to the fullness of my glory. Even if others forget, I remember. Even if some leave, I remain. Even if the body weakens, the spirit within you grows brighter each day. Hold tightly to hope. Hope is not a dream or a wish. It is a certainty anchored in my promises. Hope is the light that shines when the world grows dark. Hope is the song that rises when tears fall. Hope is the steady anchor that holds your soul in the storms of life. And this hope is yours because you belong to me. Take this encouragement into your heart. I am not done with you. I am not finished. I will never be finished loving you, guiding you, shaping you, blessing you. I walk with you now, and I will walk with you into eternity. You need not fear tomorrow, for tomorrow is already in my hands. You need not fear what comes after, for after this life comes the fullness of my presence, where every question will be answered, every tear will be wiped away, and every longing of your heart will be fulfilled. Be strong in me, my child. Do not let the voice of despair steal your joy. Do not let the shadow of fear cover your heart. Stand in the truth that you are mine, and nothing can separate you from my love. Not death, not life, not things present, not things to come. Nothing can take you out of my hand. Yes, my beloved, take courage, for I, your God, am with you. I am your shepherd. I am your rock. I am your refuge. I am your song. And I tell you again, I am writing a new story for you, a story filled with my presence, my peace, and my everlasting love. But my child, because I love you, I must also speak to you with truth that is firm as well as tender. For encouragement without guidance is like a lamp without oil. It may shine for a moment, but it cannot endure the night. And I do not want you to walk in the dark. I want you to walk in the light of wisdom, so that your steps may be steady and your soul may remain safe in my care. Hear me well. The days you are living in are precious, but they are also urgent. The world is filled with distractions that try to pull your heart away from me. Voices shout for your attention, offering empty promises of peace, comfort, or happiness, but not all voices come from me. Some lead only to confusion, emptiness, and despair. You must be careful, my beloved, to listen closely for my voice, and to test all other voices against my truth. For I am the way, the truth, and the life, and apart from me, there is no lasting joy, no lasting peace, no lasting life. Do not let your heart grow dull. Do not let your faith grow lukewarm. Many of my children begin with zeal, but slowly drift as time passes. They grow weary of prayer, tired of vigilance, and careless with their choices. But I call you to remain awake, to guard your heart as a watchman guards a city wall. The enemy does not sleep. He seeks to steal your peace, to sow lies in your mind, to make you believe that your story has no value or that your life no longer matters. Do not listen to his lies, reject them as you would reject poison, for he cannot touch you if you cling to me. I warn you, my child, do not let bitterness take root in your heart. Life has brought you wounds, some from others, some from circumstances, some even from your own choices. But bitterness will only deepen those wounds. Forgive, even if forgiveness feels impossible. Release the anger you have carried, for it is too heavy a burden for your soul. Let go of resentment, for it only poisons the vessel that holds it. I know forgiving is hard, but I promise you this: when you choose to forgive, I will give you the strength to do so, and I will bring healing to places long broken. Do not allow fear to control you. Fear whispers that the future is dark, that sickness or loneliness or death will swallow you whole. But fear is a liar, and it keeps you from seeing the truth of my presence. Remember, you are not called to walk in fear, but in faith. Fear looks at the storm and trembles. Faith looks at me and rests. When fear rises, lift your eyes and speak my name, for I am greater than every storm, and guard against despair. The enemy delights in convincing my children that it is too late, that their prayers are useless, that their lives no longer shine with purpose. But despair blinds the eyes and chains the soul. Do not surrender to it. Even if your body grows weak, your spirit is eternal, and as long as breath fills your lungs, your life has meaning in my kingdom. I also warn you, my beloved, against the temptation to cling too tightly to the things of this world. Houses, possessions, money, even achievements, all these things pass away like dust in the wind. They cannot go with you beyond the grave. Do not build your hope upon them, for they cannot carry you into eternity. Instead, store up treasures in heaven, acts of love, words of kindness, prayers of faith, sacrifices offered in secret. These are riches that will never fade, riches that await you in the home I have prepared. Be watchful, too, of how you use your words. With them you can bless, or with them you can wound. A careless word may linger in the heart of another for years, but a word of encouragement, a word of truth, a word spoken in love, these can bring life and healing. Do not waste your words on complaints or gossip, but let them be fountains of blessing, lifting others toward me. And I say to you, Do not neglect prayer. Prayer is not a duty to be checked off, but a lifeline to my heart. When you pray, heaven leans close. When you pray, chains are broken. When you pray, you are reminded that you are not alone. The enemy will whisper that prayer is useless, that nothing changes, that I do not listen. But do not believe him. Prayer changes you, my child. It softens your heart, strengthens your spirit, and keeps your soul anchored in me. Even the smallest prayer, spoken with sincerity, is heard and treasured. My beloved, I also must remind you of this. Your time on earth is short. This is not a cause for fear, but a call to wisdom. Do not waste the days you are given. Live them with purpose, with love, with faith. Speak the words of kindness you have held back. Offer the forgiveness you have delayed. Share the truth of my love with those who do not yet know me. You do not know how many days remain, but you do know this. Each day is a gift, and each day is a chance to draw closer to me. Do not be deceived into thinking that tomorrow is guaranteed. Too many live as though they will have endless days, putting off repentance, delaying reconciliation, postponing faith. But tomorrow is not promised. That is why I urge you, choose me today, trust me today, surrender to me today, for when you walk with me today, you are already prepared for tomorrow. I speak these warnings not to frighten you, but to protect you. Just as a father warns his child not to touch the flame, so I warn you of what can harm your soul. And just as a mother calls her child away from danger, so I call you to walk in the path of life. My commands are not burden, they are blessings. My warnings are not punishments, they are love, for I desire your freedom, not your bondage, your joy, not your sorrow, your salvation, not your loss. So take these words to heart, my beloved. Guard your soul with vigilance. Forgive quickly, love deeply, pray constantly, live simply, and above all, keep your eyes on me. For when your eyes are fixed on me, you will not stumble. When your heart is rooted in me, you will not be shaken. When your trust is anchored in me, you will not be lost. And let this truth steady you. Even as I warn you, I am still writing your story. These warnings are not the end. They are invitations to turn the page and walk more closely with me. They are not signs of rejection, but proofs of my love. For those whom I love, I correct and guide, so that they may walk in fullness of life. So hear me, my child. Walk wisely, walk humbly, walk faithfully, and as you do, you will see that the story I am writing for you is not one of fear, but of hope, not one of regret, but of redemption, not one of despair, but of everlasting life. My beloved child, we have walked together through reflection, through encouragement, and through warning. Now I gather all these words into a final embrace for you. Hear me well, for I am not only speaking into your ears, I am writing these truths upon your heart. You have heard that I am writing a new story for you, and this is not a dream or an empty hope. It is reality, as real as the breath you breathe, as certain as the sunrise. Your past does not hold the pen anymore. Regret does not write your future. Fear does not dictate your destiny. I, the Lord your God, hold the pen, and I write with love that cannot fail. Do not think that this new story must be grand in the eyes of the world. It does not need to be filled with fame or riches or recognition. The greatest stories are often quiet, woven with faith, kindness, prayer, and love. Perhaps your new story is one of deeper peace, one of joy that flows even in simple moments, one of reconciliation with someone long estranged, one of forgiveness that sets you free, one of renewed closeness to me in prayer. These are not small things. In my eyes, they are treasures. I want you to walk forward with confidence. Do not let hesitation stop you. Do not let the weight of the past drag you down. Do not let the fear of the future chain your steps. You are free, my child, free because my Son has set you free, and whom the Son sets free is free indeed. Walk in that freedom. Breathe it in. Let it flow through you like fresh water in a dry land. And remember this always. My love for you is not fragile. It does not rise and fall with your emotions. It does not weaken when you stumble. It does not fade with time. My love is steadfast, eternal, unshakable. You cannot outrun it, and you cannot lose it. Even in your final breath on this earth, my love will hold you. And beyond that breath, when you awaken in eternity, you will find that my love has only just begun to reveal its fullness. So live without fear, my child. Death is not the end for you. It is a doorway into my presence, where every sorrow will vanish, every question will be answered, and every longing of your soul will be fulfilled. You will see those you have loved who also trusted in me. You will stand in a place where time no longer fades, where bodies no longer weaken, where hearts no longer ache. And most of all, you will see me face to face, the one who has carried you all your life. But until that day comes, your journey here is not finished. You still have prayers to pray, words to speak, love to give. You still have people who need your light, even if you do not realize it. You may think your circle is small, but your influence in my kingdom is larger than you know. A kind word spoken to one person may ripple farther than you can imagine. A prayer whispered in faith may touch generations beyond your own. Do not underestimate what I can do through you even now. Let gratitude fill your days. Begin each morning with a heart that says, "Thank you, Lord. Thank me for the breath in your lungs, for the strength to rise, for the gift of another day. Thank me for the people who love you, for the food that sustains you, for the beauty of creation that still surrounds you." Gratitude will guard your heart against despair. Gratitude will open your eyes to blessings you might otherwise overlook. Gratitude will turn even ordinary days into sacred gifts. And let love be your legacy. Not the love the world offers, which often comes and goes, but my love flowing through you. Be patient, be gentle, be merciful. Reach out when others withdraw. Listen when others rush. Forgive when others hold grudges. In doing so, you will reflect my heart to those around you. And when your story on earth is complete, it will be said of you, "This was a child of God who loved well." Yes, my beloved, your story is not finished. I am still writing, and I write with beauty, with purpose, with hope. Do not close the book too soon. Do not live as though the pages are already written. Trust me to surprise you, to bless you, to strengthen you, to carry you into new places of faith and joy. And let me say it once more so your heart never forgets. You are mine. From the moment of your first breath until the moment of your last, you are mine. No one can take you from my hand. No mistake can erase you from my heart. No power in heaven or earth can separate you from my love. You are my child, and you will always be my child. So walk in peace, walk in faith, walk in the assurance that your Father is with you, that your Savior has redeemed you, that my Spirit dwells within you. Walk in the joy of knowing that your story is unfolding according to my perfect plan. And when you close your eyes tonight, remember this: the story does not end with sleep, nor will it end with death. It continues forever, for I am the God of eternity, and I am the God who writes your life with everlasting love. Now, my beloved, I bless you with peace that no storm can steal. I bless you with courage to face tomorrow without fear. I bless you with joy that springs up even in the valleys. I bless you with hope that never runs dry. And I bless you with the certainty that I am writing a new story for you, one that will lead you home to me. Rest in this truth, live in this truth, share this truth, and return tomorrow, for I still have more to speak, more to reveal, more to pour into your heart. Each day carries a new word, a new blessing, a new part of the story I am writing. Come back and listen again, for I am not finished speaking, and I am not finished with you. My child, I love you, I am with you, and I am writing a new story for you.